Hypersonic missiles explained, the ultimate game-changer in modern warfare.
In today's video, we dive into the heart of hypersonic versus interceptor, a new era in warfare where speed, precision, and unpredictability are rewriting the rules of defense.
Hypersonic missiles are the crown jewels of modern warfare.
Unlike traditional ballistic missiles, which follow predictable paths, hypersonics move at Mach 5 and above, changing direction mid-flight with terrifying precision. We're talking about weapons that travel more than a mile per second, leaving barely any time for detection, let alone interception.
But what makes hypersonic weapons such a game-changer? First, speed.
These missiles travel so fast that by the time radar systems detect them, they're already closing in on their targets.
Second, maneuverability. Unlike intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, which follow an arched trajectory, hypersonics can zigzag and dive, dodging traditional missile defenses. Third, they're designed to carry both nuclear and conventional payloads, making them flexible tools of deterrence or destruction. China's DFZF, Russia's Avangard, and the U.S. Air Force's RRW program are pushing these weapons to the edge of physics. These aren't just missiles, they're symbols of dominance.
But here's the twist, as powerful as they are, they're also rewriting the balance of global power.
Smaller nations are suddenly more vulnerable. Major powers are investing billions in tech they don't even fully understand yet. And in the war of hypersonic versus interceptor, one question looms: can anything stop these beasts of speed?
Stick around, because next, we're diving into the defenders, the interceptors.
Interceptor missiles, can they stop the unstoppable? Interceptor missiles are humanity's answer to hypersonic threats. They are not just anti-missile systems, they are technological marvels built to do the impossible.
Imagine trying to shoot a bullet out of the sky with another bullet. Now multiply that by Mach 5.
Nations are scrambling to build defense systems that can track and destroy hypersonic threats.
The US is developing the Glide Phase Interceptor, GPI, to target hypersonics during their mid-course flight.
Russia claims its S-500 Promety system can intercept objects in near space.
And Israel's Iron Beam is experimenting with laser weapons to fry incoming threats at the speed of light.
What makes these interceptors fascinating is the tech behind them. They rely on multi-layered radar, AI prediction algorithms, and exoatmospheric kill vehicles that destroy threats without using explosives, just sheer kinetic force. But here's the problem: at speeds of Mach 10, even a few seconds of delay in detection is fatal.
That's why interceptors need space-based sensors, real-time satellite feeds, and AI-powered fire control systems to stand a chance.
Even then, success is not guaranteed. So the real question is: are interceptors enough? Or are we entering an age where defense will always be one step behind offense? The hypersonic versus interceptor showdown: who will dominate the skies? Let's break this down. Speed: hypersonics win, hands down.
Traveling at over 6,000 kilometers per hour, they can reach distant targets in minutes.
Interceptors? They're fast, but usually reactionary, not proactive. Maneuverability: hypersonics again have the edge. Their ability to change direction mid-flight makes them unpredictable. Traditional interceptors often rely on fixed flight paths. However, newer systems like the GPI and THAAD-ER are designed to adjust in real time. Stealth and detection: hypersonics fly low, below radar coverage, and heat up to thousands of degrees, creating plasma clouds that can block signals. This makes early detection incredibly difficult. Interceptors depend on early warning systems, but these need major upgrades to keep up. Accuracy and destruction: hypersonics can hit within a few meters of their target. Their kinetic energy alone can level a base. But if an interceptor connects, and that's a big if, it can neutralize the threat before impact. The problem is, even a 1-second delay can mean failure. Cost: hypersonic missiles are extremely expensive and complex to manufacture.
Interceptors, while also costly, can often be deployed in greater numbers.
So, who wins? That depends. If hypersonics strike first, they likely succeed. But if interceptors evolve fast enough, we may see a new balance.
This isn't just military chess, it's a global tech arms race playing out in real time.
And the world is watching. White heavy checkmark. Why the hypersonic arms race is reshaping global military strategy.
The moment hypersonic weapons entered the battlefield, global military strategy was flipped on its head.
These aren't just faster missiles.
They represent a shift in how wars will be fought and won in the 21st century. For decades, nuclear deterrence and missile shields created a delicate balance of power.
But hypersonic weapons threaten to disrupt that balance entirely. Why? Because they can bypass almost all current missile defense systems, reaching strategic targets before decision-makers even have time to react. This speed has political consequences.
Nations like China, Russia, and the US are now locked in a dangerous competition to outpace each other not just in missile tech, but in detection, AI integration, and space-based tracking.
For smaller nations, this is a nightmare.
Hypersonics can strike critical infrastructure, command centers, satellite relays, even nuclear silos, without warning.
This creates a terrifying new vulnerability where a few weapons could cripple a nation before a traditional war even begins.
Military alliances are also shifting.
NATO has fast-tracked hypersonic research. The Indo-Pacific region is seeing increased military spending.
Japan, South Korea, and even India are investing in hypersonic programs or forming pacts to gain protection against them.
Meanwhile, new doctrines are emerging. Traditional mutually assured destruction is being replaced with prompt global strike concepts where whoever strikes first wins. This raises the risk of preemptive warfare, false alarms, and devastating miscalculations. And here's the kicker: this race isn't slowing down. With AI-powered targeting systems, quantum computing for tracking, and even hypersonic drone swarms on the horizon, the landscape of warfare is changing faster than the missiles themselves. The hypersonic arms race is more than just tech, it's about survival, influence, and rewriting the rules of military power. And the world's future may depend on who wins it. White heavy checkmark. The future of warfare. Will AI and quantum tech decide the winner?
The next battlefield won't just be on land, sea, or air, it will be fought in data centers, satellites, and servers. Artificial intelligence is already being used to predict hypersonic flight paths, make split-second defense decisions, and even operate autonomous kill vehicles. But add quantum computing into the mix, and suddenly you're talking about systems that can calculate billions of variables instantly, ideal for tracking near-untrackable missiles. Whoever masters AI quantum integration will gain a massive edge, not just in launching attacks, but in stopping them before they start. It's not just weapons evolving, war itself is transforming. And in this digital arms race, nations that fail to keep up may never catch up.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel Defense Matrix for more interesting and knowledgeful videos.